Welcome, welcome, welcome to every single person on this call, no matter where you are tuning in from, right? From the north, the south, the east, or the west, globally, because Cash Rich Society is global. We are all around the world. We have Trinidad on the call, we have Suriname, we have UK, we have the US, we have Antigua, we have Jamaica, we have Bermuda, you name it. We have Zimbabwe, South Africa, all over the world. I want to welcome you to this call because today we are going to show you how to become your own bank in this year and this day and this century of centralization, where your money is being limited and restricted by banks and governmental institutions. Now is the time for you to really take control of your finances and be able to say that I am my own bank. I make money like the banks. I am able to move like the banks and be my own bank and no longer be restricted by any governmental institution. Now is the time for it. So today we're going to show you exactly how to do that with decentralized finance, which means that you are 100% control of your money. That's right. You are in 100% control of your money. And that is something that we have striven for so many decades. But now it is here. And we are literally at the forefront of the biggest trend to ever hit this world, this planet in 2023. And the question is, do you want to be ahead of that explosion, or you want to be at the tail end of that explosion? The key to creating amazing wealth is always to be ahead of the explosion. And today we're going to show you exactly how you can do it. My name is Sarah Julian, the Sassy Entrepreneur. Now let me introduce to you my co-host for today, my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, and also the executive director of Cash Rich Society, right? Blockchain Kojo, coming straight from the beautiful Ghana, ready to give us the sauce, right? And show you the facts. And he's going to come and show you the facts, show you the due diligence, explain to you exactly why this is the best thing since sliced bread. And then I'm going to come on and I'm going to show you how to get to that money. So let's do it, and let's do it big. Kojo, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Sarah Julian. We call you the Sassy Entrepreneur. You are phenomenal. I like the fire, the introduction. I'm really, really humbled. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered again. Just want to say, on behalf of the entire team, you are welcome. If you know you are new to this presentation, drop a 1 in the chat. You know, as a family, we like to welcome everyone, because one thing we're going to tell you here is we are not here to sell you soaps, creams, lotions, or potions, right? We are only here to provide information. I'm not a financial advisor. I have to repeat that once again, right? But I'm going to, with your permission, share my screen, right? Because we're going to discuss some very, very exciting, trending topics in the world of crypto, and finance, right? Today we have a different article, right? You know, I'm always trying to find some new articles, something that is exciting. So why borrow and lend in DeFi, right? Why borrow and lend? And I believe this is a question many have asked and many will continue to ask, right? So we might as well answer this question. Why borrow and lend? This is coming from Future Learning, a basically a good website where you can find details on how to understand certain projects in this crypto space. So we are going to see that DeFi, borrowing and lending, is an innovation, right? In which there is efficiency, access, and transparency as compared to centralized finance. So, ladies and gentlemen, the world financially is split into two right now. We have the centralized world and the decentralized world, right? We've been in so many projects and platforms. You sign up with that email, phone number, password, where the minute you deposit, your money is gone and you don't know what's really going on in the background. You have to wait on the CEO to come on the Zoom and tell you everything is great, guys. I just polished all the money and it's shining. And that's all we know, right? All we know, they must have moved everything to a different island, but we're never going to find out. There is no transparency. You just have to trust a person or a system that is run by a person. Now, we want to welcome you to DeFi, where there is efficiency, there is easy access, and there is a high level of transparency for the first time in a project where we are able to earn a return on investment, right? Now, people are familiar with that concept of lending and borrowing, similar to that of the financial system, the banks, right? Lenders provide borrowers with funds, expecting that money will be paid back with interest. But guess what? We don't have to hope in the system. We have technology that has been awarded by the government of Hong Kong, that has been featured on two articles in Binance, that has focused on talking about the technology and its security, that has been put as a benchmark in crypto, where the project is able to guarantee users that their funds is without risk when they lend it, right? Once again, I'm not the guy with the financial advice. I'm the guy reading off the screen, showing you the articles with the facts to back it up, right? So what are we going to understand? We understand that in the system, we have person-to-person lenders, right? Person-to-person lenders. No financial institution is in control. That is in the centralized finance space, right? And you can look at the comparisons. BlockFi, Celsius, they are involved in centralized lending, but they control access. They control. So when you see people compare this project, they say, well, BlockFi gives this amount and Celsius gives this amount. So hey, Fintoch has to be something that is not legit. That's how you know they haven't done their homework. And I'll leave it as that, right? So when you do your homework, what do you come out with? You come out with the facts that you're going to learn that without having to KYC or hand over information, you are able to lend directly to another person existing on the blockchain, and you are governed by smart contracts, open source technology that anyone at all can see the code. They don't have to hide anything because they cannot hide anything. And we'll see about this project audited by CertIC, where nothing was hidden, right? And they are getting their new audit where they're going to even show more detail into their upcoming blockchain and cryptocurrency. So I'm just going to end it there. Don't want to go too much into this. So now let's go into this project we call Fintoch, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to use a phone today, that is literally all you need to know how to do. You heard me right. If you can use a cell phone, iPhone or Android, you don't have to be an expert in cryptocurrency. You don't have to be an expert in blockchain. At least what we are doing is we are giving you the shortcut by putting all the facts right in front of you so your decision making can be much easier and smoother. So Fintoch is a cutting edge DeFi technology, and they are telling you this blockchain finance has never been so easy. Why? How? What do they do? Right? Their entire focus is person to person blockchain finance. Their main business is borrowing in the form of loans, investing in the form of lending, and financing, and the ability to own shares of this entire project. They are also running this entire project under a security technology. This is not a robot, an algorithm, right? A magic wand that is being waved in the background. This is a real security technology. And those of you that might be in the security technology space, when you look at this project, you're going to be excited, understanding that they have a hybrid system, meaning that they have a private chain and a public chain monitored by nodes running this entire ecosystem simultaneously to produce fast and efficient transactions, right? And we know that our withdrawals take seconds, not hours, not a couple of minutes, seconds. Everything happens under 1 minute in this project. Yes, you want your money, you take it. No restrictions, people, for the first time, right? And the minimum is $1. You can withdraw as little as $1, right? Just think about that. All the different countries around the world that could be blessed with this opportunity, and that's why we've been sharing nonstop since we got started. Now we talked about the fact that you can own shares, and it's through their equity coin. We'll get to speak about it. 3 streams of income in one project. Are you excited? Please drop a 5 in the chat. 3 streams of income in one single project. You don't have to go have 50 projects, 20 projects, 10 projects. You can create three streams of income in one single project. And we'll speak about that in the next part. Now, this entire system is run and governed by nodes. So what are nodes, right? Let's click on one. This one is in the US. They have a blockchain address, as you can see, a digital financial institution that provides services, and they are running a node. We'll speak about nodes. They're validators, right? All the way in Senegal, we have another one, right? They're involved in blockchain technology and they run a node service. So, what is a node and how does this govern the system? So, nodes are technology, right? It's a digital software that exists on the blockchain or is a physical device running a software that validates transactions, arranges them in an accounting book structure, open source, right? Puts it in a block and puts it on chain. That is where you get the word blockchain from. And that's what our nodes. Bitcoin would not exist if not for nodes, people. Ethereum would not exist if not for nodes. When you make a transaction, you get a receipt. Ask yourself, who's giving the receipt? Because we know for sure there's nobody behind a computer in Bitcoin sending out these receipts. It's the software running on the nodes. They govern the entire transactions, move them around, pair them around, and validate every single thing. And this is what we have, a technology that allows us to lend, not governed by a CEO or a COO, right? So as much as you might hear people say, well, I need to trust the company. I need to be in bed with the owner, right? Not in crypto. Bitcoin is more valuable than Apple, Microsoft, and Google, Amazon. But yet, even though you love Amazon, Steve Jobs and all these guys and Bill Gates and who's the guy for Amazon? Must have just skipped me, right? They're not gonna come look for you, right? They're not gonna come call you, right? They're never gonna hug you and say, "Hey, you just spent thousands of dollars at Amazon. Here is something great for you." But when you have a technology that you know is being run by software, you don't need that type of validation. You just need to have the trust-less system where the technology works and does everything that it says it's going to do. That is what we have here, right? So we know that this entire code is available. They had their audit with Certic, which is being redone. But even when you go on the website, you can see the history. So I've heard people say, well, I don't see the audit right now. But can you see that they have a history though? Why would there be a history though it's never an audit, right? Think about that. So now the next thing is, how do you get into this ecosystem? How do you get started, right? People say, show me where to sign up. Well, you need to download a digital wallet, not just any app, not just any wallet, a decentralized wallet that gives you 12 words, your private keys to your bank. And if you know anything about decentralized wallets, when you go on Google, they are ranked the safest places in the world to keep your crypto. Fintoch has created three technologies and three streams of income. Technology number one, their security technology. Number two, the nodes. Number three, their own decentralized wallet that runs on the blockchain. Fintoch never holds a dime of your money. From the very day you get started, they never hold a dollar of your capital. Everything exists on chain and only you control it with your decentralized wallet seed phrase. That's it, right? So now let's talk about the team, right? Because this is technology, is going to need a marketing structure, a team around it that is going to negotiate deals with these nodes, negotiate deals with different exchanges, negotiate deals with the communities, and grow the communities. We've seen them do events all around the world. You saw the videos from all the Hollywood celebrities that validated this project, traveled all the way to Asia, toured over 5 countries in the last 5 months, starting from June of last year when they launched. Think about what is behind putting all of that together, and we owe it to one man right here in the middle, Mr. William Thompson. He is the chairman of the board, he is the CEO, and he is the COO of this project, the only one licensed to the LLC in California. This American company was given the mandate by this project, which we believe is developed by Asians coming out of Hong Kong, right? We know this because we've seen them receive an award from the government of Hong Kong. So where would you rather get an award from if not your home country, right? So Mr. William Thompson, he does all these events around the world, brokers all these deals, and we believe the CEO right here, who's also a paid employee, is the one that was responsible for bringing the entire cast of Hollywood people. And when you have a technology that runs on its own, these guys don't even matter, right? But they are playing their part, and that's all I can say, right? So now let's get into this presentation so we can get an in-depth analysis of how money is made, what we are earning, how we are earning it, and what we have to look up to, right? So this is the entire technology in a diagram form. So, a lot of people are what we call visual creatures. We operate by vision. So when you look at this, you can have an understanding. Imagine a system where you're on one hand in your wallet and another person is on another hand in their wallet in different parts around the world, and they need capital to go trade on the blockchain. They could be experts, they could be institutions, they could be communities of traders, but they need tons of capital, right, to go and trade and make high returns on decentralized exchanges. What is a decentralized exchange? I'll give you the top three so that you can realize what kind of business we are in. Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and SunSwap. SunSwap runs on Tron, Uniswap on Ethereum, PancakeSwap on Binance. These are like literally the top exchanges in the world. Yes, in the world. Forget about your Coinbase, forget about your KuCoin, your Binance. These are not compared to the amount of technology and wealth of capital that runs through these exchanges. Uniswap alone handles over $134 billion in 1 month, sometimes even more. In 1 month, the entire crypto market is at 1 trillion. So you're telling me 13% of the market flies through one exchange in 1 month. And I guess probably 50% of the people here probably never heard of it. If you know you never heard about Uniswap till today, just do us an honest favor and drop a two in the chat, right? These exchanges are run by computer code. No human being, no company, no office, right? No one to hold and say, hey, that's the guy. No. Computer code, smart contracts, governed by nodes. So when you look at this picture and you look at Fintoch, a system that exists right on top of them, governed by nodes, they speak to each other, right? So now we have lenders on one hand, we lend money onto this wallet on chain that sits on top of these exchanges. And then these exchanges, people can then extract the capital and trade. They swap for crypto. They can never withdraw it. They can only swap, and the code brings it back in a lending wallet where it is locked in a smart contract where they have to deposit 50% to borrow any amount, right? So if I need 10,000, I'm depositing my own money of 5,000 in order to get access to your 10,000, right? Now, when this happens, I'm also given contract conditions, right? Or computer code, it says that, hey, you can lose up to 30%. But if you're losing from your own deposit. So when they say that this system guarantees that your funds are at no risk, the technology and the deposit are the two levels of security that you know for sure keeps your funds safe, right? So now let's talk about the money being generated. We are earning a minimum of 1% a day when we lend, right? Now these borrowers are being charged fees of 2% a day, 7-day contract. So someone borrows, the maximum is 7 days. So if you want your capital, you can get it in 7 days. Very simple. A system that does not want to keep your money because it's yours to keep, right? It's yours to keep. But you can lend it like these banks do and make some money, right? And we're going to talk about that. So 2% a day, 1% comes to the lender, 1% is kept in the system, and this pays out the third stream of income that we will get to right before the end of this slide, right? So now, just want to give a quick example about how the money can look and be very liquid in the system. We have 100 million, we lend it out, 100 million is borrowed, right? Now, these traders on decentralized exchanges make about sometimes 10x, right, in 1 week, 5x. In fact, some people are making 1,000,000% in 7 days. Yes, on decentralized exchanges. But we're not going to go crazy into all of that. We're going to keep it very, very minimal and say, what if they're able to make 100% return in 7 days? They're averaging maybe 18% a day. Very, very meager when it comes to decentralized exchanges, right? And you can go look them up on Google, what goes on in decentralized exchanges. The wealth of crypto moves through that exchange, and all the new cryptos are born on decentralized exchange, not in your Binance, not in your Coinbase, right? So if 100 million in profit is made and they get charged 2% a day in fees, right? What does that look like? 14%, 14 million. We lend out 100 million, 1% a day, 7 days, 7%, 7 million. We get paid. The system has more liquid, right? And this has been happening since June. Imagine the amount of liquidity that exists in this ecosystem that will keep paying out this ROI in years to come, right? Now, when you withdraw, either a lender or a borrower, right, there's a 5% withdrawal fee on your profits. We're making the small end, but you got these guys making what 100% minus the 14%. They have like 86% left, and then they pulled all of that out, and they get charged 5% in fees, right? That goes to the LLC, and they keep a little bit to also reward people that are actively sharing this opportunity. So we're going to speak about that, and that's how the money works. People just want to keep it real short and simple. This system is governed by nodes, as we can see. They monitor, they pair you with a borrower and a lender. We've seen in this system people come in and say, well, I'm about to deposit 50,000. So they put it in their wallet first, and they go to lend, and they try to lend it, right? And guess what the system tells them? Wait, we are pairing you with an active lending pool. We only need 5 grand. And they only take, the system only ask them to confirm if they want to lend that. And that is all it would take. If it doesn't need the rest, if there's not an existing borrower, you would have to try in a few minutes or hours, and it would not take your capital. For the first time, a system that is not hungry for your money and running on a Ponzi, right? A real digital technology generating profits through a real viable system of person-to-person exchange and fees being was charged to pay out returns on the other side, right? So it's audited by Certic. We can see this has been known for a fact. Certic, they work with big clients, right? Goldman Sachs, Sequoia Lending, Binance, Coinbase. So you cannot go around and fake an audit without getting into trouble. You need to really have an audit, which they have. We've seen that many times people, all those that got started early, will testify. If you know you started here early and had seen all the old audits until this new audit we are waiting for by the end of May, drop a 5 in the chat, people. Drop a 5 in the chat so people can know that we have seen these audits day after day after day after day after day. And then now we are just waiting to get the new re-audit that's being done for your blockchain coming out in June and your own cryptocurrency. If you're not in this project, you're about to miss out on one of the biggest world transfers that is happening and within the next 2 months. I would suggest you do your due diligence and put your foot in the door today, right? So now let's go into what we are lending. We lend on 3 blockchains, right? The Binance, the Ethereum, and the Tron blockchain. No Bitcoin, people. No Bitcoin. You lend BNB, you lend Ethereum, you lend Tron, or you can lend USDT on any of these 3 chains, right? Or as you can see, Dogecoin on Binance and BUSD, some other options are available. So just check what's in demand and lend to your pleasing, right? What are the limits? Minimum $100, maximum. Man, I've typed these numbers in and it just keeps taking. You can type 1000 7 zeros and it would allow you if you have it, right? It's all up to you. Now let's talk about this. This is what it looks like on the people that borrow their side. They interact with this decentralized system. They request an amount. They put their margin 50%, meaning that they have to have 50% to deposit to be held before they get a chance to take your money, right? And then they go right on the exchange. They cannot withdraw. They go and swap, and it's locked in the lending wallet. And they only make profits. Go back and keep swapping. They could be swapping their profits, swapping this, swapping that. And when your contract is over, the code liquidates them, brings back your capital they lent out, gives them their deposit as if they made profits, and then charges them the fees and allows them to take what they have. Very fair system. Runs on three exchanges as we have seen right here. Right? The next thing is we spoke about transparency. Can you see some of these loans that are ongoing? 1000%. Right? As you can see, this is a screenshot many times. So it's every day is different, right? Some just about 3-4 days ago, we seen over 200% being done by one trader. Well, not one, a few traders, right? Some days 20%, some days 9%, some days 15%. But all that matters is they're making money and we're getting paid. And even if they lose money, we're getting paid from their security deposit, period. It doesn't matter what they do, the minute they interact, we're getting paid. The house never loses. You're the house, I'm the house, and we keep it pushing, right? So you click on any wallet here, it takes you to the blockchain, and you can see these loan contracts on chain, not on Fintoch chain, on Binance, on Tron, or Ethereum, their own blockchain, validated by their own validators. Big deal, people. I know, I really want to shout it out, but it's a big deal to see something like this in a project, right? If you believe this is a big deal, drop a seven. That is my number. Drop a seven in the chat because I think that is a big deal. We've been in dozens of projects and we have to wait for spreadsheets. We have to wait for PDFs of things we can't even validate, right? But here, you don't need that. Validators on chain are already doing it for you to see with your own eyes. One thing about Fintoch is they never hold your money. And one thing about Fintoch is they never hold your money. And if you want to test that, you can download the wallet, deposit crypto. So sorry about that. Okay. Now, one thing is that you can download the wallet, you can deposit crypto in the wallet, and then you can delete the wallet. Get a whole new phone. As long as you have your 12 words, which you should never, ever lose, right? You can put it in any of these wallets and all your crypto will be sitting right there. Period. Right? So you put it in any other wallet and your crypto would be in that wallet. So that leads you to think, wait, does Fintoch own MetaMask, BitKey, IM Token, and Token Pocket? The answer is no. These wallets are just doors to the blockchain where you have a key. And once you open it, you can put your assets on chain and close the door again and put that key in your pocket. And whenever you want to do something, you open up the door and you sign it, and it will do that transaction, and it will come back to you whenever you choose for it to come. That's why our withdrawals are without restrictions. They are instant in seconds. No code, no email, no phone number, none of that. 100% decentralized without a central governing authority to tell you what to do. For the first time, people, we should get excited. Now, the next thing is that Fintoch makes money different ways, right? Don't worry about just the borrowers and the lenders. They make that money, right? They are charging different projects that want to advertise fees. They charge them big fees and they promote on our wallets, right? There's a dashboard with banners and all that. You can see so many different things pop up. And in the list of coins, you see certain new coins that you haven't seen on exchanges, but they're all available to us if you want to buy with your profits, or if you're a trader who's borrowing, it might look like, that's new. I want to get in early. It's going to go up in 7 days. So these guys are paying fees. Now, the next thing is we also talk about they have their hackathon, which they did, which basically means that they had developers come and test out the system for their blockchain, right? Coming out in June. Passive income stream number 2, because the number 1, you put 10,000, you make $100 a day. There is an incentive though. If you're not withdrawing your profits every day, that $10,000 is going to turn into $10,000 in profit in 63 days. How is this possible? Your capital will always generate 1% a day. It never stops until you tell it to stop. Every single day, 7 days out the week. Then the profits fall in a pool on the right. So like a bucket, right? Every time it falls in it, whatever is there gets rewarded 1.5%. The next day, whatever falls in it gets rewarded again 1.5%. The next day, whatever falls in it altogether gets rewarded 1.5%. So this is how your profits make money. You are not getting 1.5% of your capital. Let's get this straight. 1% always never changes, never stops on your capital. But if you are not withdrawing your profits, they will keep growing inside the other side where they keep compounding, and they will eventually turn everything you have made rather than 100 days to get 100%. It happens in 63 days. But if you decide you want it every day, you're going to keep withdrawing every day. You're going to end up with 30% per month, right? That's very understandable. That's a good return, people. In fact, that is a great return regardless whether you want to keep your money coming in and taking out every day, or you want to leave it till you hit that 63 days before you take it out. That's entirely up to you. Now, the minute you start to lend in this project, you activate passive stream number two. For every $100 of your own capital that you make, you earn $1 worth of FTH coin for free, right? $1 worth of FTH coin for free every single day. People, every single day that you're earning your $100, you're earning $1 worth of this for free. Now, if you're earning $10 a day, then you're gonna earn 10 cents of that every day. If you're earning $1 a day, you're gonna earn 1 penny of this every single day. Now, we are entitled to 30%. The ecosystem runs on 52. A Middle Eastern family put down $1 billion for 18%, right? Now, this coin, you cannot find it on any exchange. Do not get scammed by thinking you're smarter than everyone and going online to find Fintoch coin and saying you're getting it so early and people don't know how to do it and you're going to make money. No, no one can buy this outside of the ecosystem. It's only meant for lenders, period, right? Now, there's another way to earn it. If you're building a community, you get the chance to be rewarded with a quarter, meaning that if you bring in a team investment of $100,000, the maximum cap which they allow is 1% of that quarter. So if you have $1,000, you'll be able to buy $1,000 of this coin only if your direct sales has been up to or above $100,000, right? Now, let me tell you something about this coin. It started in June at $10 of last year. Today, over $60,000. 6,000x. That is what we talk about when we talk about crypto. 6,000x. $100 will be worth 600 grand. You can sell it. The system will not flinch. Why? It's currently sitting at 3.9 or $4 billion in equity. If you want, you can sell it. The system would not flinch, people. Why? Because you're only helping to increase the value with the scarcity of coins when you sell. So that is passive income stream number two. Now they are on their way to 100 million wallets. They started in June of last year, currently 41 million wallets in this one ecosystem. And they don't even have their own cryptocurrency for the public yet. They are just about to launch their blockchain, a payment service also called FinPay, which they have received two licenses, I think one in Asia, the other from the government of South Africa to run payment systems for their bank. So this is like Ripple. They have a payment system competing with Ripple, and it's in their white paper. All this information is in your wallet. They teach you everything about the project in the wallet. They show you every single thing about the technology in the wallet, and every single smart contract that is running in the system is all available, transparent. in the wallet. My favorite word, get the wallet. It's free. Get the wallet. How do you get it? You contact the person that got you on this call. You say, you know what? I want to see for myself. You send you a link and you generate your own unique wallet ID. If you're from the US, right, I have to repeat this. You are only going to need this one process that will be different from everyone else, right? You turn on a VPN to create your wallet ID. So when you turn it on, click the link, hit on create ID, create your ID. Then you go and turn the VPN off. You will never need it again. That is the only reason why you need it to generate your ID because it has a community incentive reward system attached to it. And other than that, that's all I can possibly say because that is just how things work. Even Kraken was not allowed to reward people in the US with staking rewards. So community-based incentives, you probably just have to do your own due diligence about how you want to participate. But if that's the only thing that you have to do to get into this wealth pool, probably I'll do it, right? Because it's not a big deal. Even companies run VPNs through all their servers for all their communications and company locations. Businesses do this. There's nothing wrong with that. But other than that, everyone else, you're good to go. Just click the link, create it, and then click on download to download the wallet. Put in your wallet ID, which you generated, your unique one. Put in your password for withdrawals, then now it would tell you to back up to get your seed phrase, your 12 words. Once you have that, you are in the world of DeFi where no regulations and restrictions are bound to your contracts. You determine the rules of the game and you're winning every day in Fintoch. People, we excited. Every single month they have an event around the world. I haven't seen a project since maybe back in the days of the old um, product businesses that they have all these leaders and company owners going around the world doing events. That was not even every month, and we know those projects that did events a lot are still around today. Because why invest in actual events and show your face and be there with all these people and grow a community and disappear? So a project like this is doing events every single month every single month. Dubai is coming up. I think about 50 people on our team have already said they want to go to Dubai. People every month. If you don't get the one this month, you can get the one next month. In fact, they're coming to Africa. They're going to Europe. They're going to South America. They're going to be in Australia, right? They've already done the whole of Asia and they're going to redo it again. Now they want to do 2 events every month. Just think about that. The next beautiful thing is this project is going to list on the NASDAQ, not as a stock, but on the crypto index of the NASDAQ. And on that index, only decentralized projects are making it. We know this for a fact because Bitcoin, Ethereum is already on the NASDAQ crypto index, right? So this is not news that is new to anyone that's in crypto. It exists. And in order to get there, you have to have a large community and you have to have a large market cap for your crypto. That's why they're launching it in June. Imagine being able to access this, but you have to be a lender. Are you a lender? That's the question, right? So thank you guys for bringing me to the end of my presentation. My job was to give you the facts, share the information. As we can see, this project has been listed as one of the top 5 projects with the highest security score in the world today on a list that was provided from Certic. As you can see, people, like I said, would I listen to a blogger or a YouTuber who's just bashing a project, or will I listen to the gatekeepers? People like Binance who allow articles that they have also looked at from contributors like CoinCU that they trust, right? Who has been through a list of audited projects from Certic. Skynet, that's the part of Certic that did this audit. Their 24-hour surveillance. Skynet, think about that, 24-hour surveillance. And on this list of projects, so many. This has been one of the most hyped mining projects of 2023, and Fintoch made it on the same list with all these projects without a coin and without a blockchain. Think about that. It's all because of this, their security technology. When you have a real technology in crypto, people respect that. They have a real technology that gives multiple signatures. You loan, You borrow, they pair you together, bind it in a contract, put the rules in the contract, and then let it go. That's what the system does in real time. No KYC needed. You're a wallet, I'm a wallet. We're all wallets, right? Automatic stop loss. So users' funds are free from any risk of loss. The audit, right, found that there were no obvious flaws in the project, right? And the entire ecosystem is fairly decentralized. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. But if you're excited about how the real money is made, right? Passive income stream number three, I just want you to give a warm welcome. But before you do that, if you enjoyed my part of the presentation, just do me a favor, drop some sevens in the chat, drop some fire in the chat. In fact, as we warm our way to hear about the money, drop some money in the chat as well, because Sarah Julian, the sassy entrepreneur, she's about to take this to the next level. Sarah Julian, if you are on the call, the floor is yours. The stage is set for you to take over. Pop up that passive stream income number three, and let's get everybody winning. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. Amazing presentation there again by Blockchain Kojo. You know, we love to give them the 1-2 punch. And right now, we're going to talk about the money. Money. Drop some monies in the chat if you're excited to find out exactly how you can earn and earn massively with this amazing ecosystem. I'm sure by now, after you've heard the presentation and you have seen all of the information, that you now agree with us that this is one of the best things that you have ever seen in this year 2023, and in fact in the cryptocurrency world. So just drop some monies in the chat for me now, because guys, we are now going to talk about income stream number 3. We are about to talk about that now. Of course, first things first is getting started. How do you get started? What is the minimum? What is the maximum? What does the numbers look like? We want to see exactly how our money can work for us and what the numbers look like, right? Now, first things first, you can join with at least a minimum of $100. Just $100, that is reachable for anybody anywhere around the world. Now, of course, if you want to be making a big bag every single day and you're not one of those people that like to wait for something to, grow for a long time and compound, then, you come with a big bag, you make a big bag, period, right? You are making a daily profit of 1% every single day. So do the calculations and check it out. Now, what happens is that after 7 days, the profits that you have made from your capital now starts earning an additional 1.5% compounding profit, guys, every single day until what? Until your profits are doubled. This supercharges your income literally and allows you to double your income in 63 days. 63 days, guys, that is insane. That is absolutely amazing. Imagine being able to double your money every 63 days, right? In this sustainable, decentralized platform. That is just mind boggling. Now, those profits that you are generating every single day, you are able to withdraw them on a daily basis, any day, anytime. And anyone on this call here who is a part of Fintoch can tell you that when you initiate a withdrawal, this happens in seconds, literally under a minute, and your money is in your wallet, guys. It is that fast because this is what? On the blockchain. Now, your capital can be withdrawn in a 7-day cycle. Now, as we know, the loans are for 7-day cycles, right? So whenever you put your capital in and you loan it to the blockchain, it is in the blockchain for 7 days as well. Now, after the 7 days, you have the option of taking that back, or you can continue to make money. Of course, we all want to continue to make money. We want our money to double, and we want it to keep doubling and doubling and doubling and doubling, right? And we'll show you what that looks like in a short while. Now, you are able to reinvest every single day. Once you have the auto reinvest turns on, it literally does it for you automatically. You don't have to do anything else. You can go relax. You can go sleep. You can go eat, chill with your family. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can go do it and just let Fintoch do its thing. Now, your capital, you are able to top it up at any time at all. And whenever you withdraw your return, right? There is a 5% withdrawal fee charge. Now, this is another way that the ecosystem generates liquidity, right? This is another way that the ecosystem makes money, that keeps it afloat. Guys, literally millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in fees generated every single day by withdrawals, because guess what? Fintoch wants you to withdraw. They don't want you to keep your money in here forever and ever and ever, amen. Like some project will sell you, keep compounding, stay, keep it in. They want you to withdraw. Now let's look at some numbers here, right? Because we are coming from all different walks of life and our pockets are admittedly different. So let's look at what our money can make for us. All right. Now, on the lower end, if you came in here and let's say you loaned $100 to the blockchain today, right? You would now start earning, of course, 1% a day, and that is $1 a day. Now, thanks to the amazing compounding feature, after 30 days, you would have earned $36 instead of $30 that you would have received on just 1%, right? And the second month, you would have recuperated your $100. So now you have $200. 6 months after, you are at $800, and 12 months later, you are at $6,400. You have achieved a 6,400% or 64x on your money. This is how powerful this is. All right. How about if you started with 1,000? Okay. Now you're getting a little juicy here, right? You're making $10 a day, 360 the first month. The second month, you are now at $1,000. So you have just got your $1,000 back, right? In 6 months, you're at 8,000, and in a year, you would be at $64,000. Guys, this is how absolutely insane this is, guys. This is just crazy, right? How about if you started with 5,000? Now you are at $50 a day, right? You got your money back in 2 months. Now you have $10,000, right? At 6 months, you're at 40,000, and in a year, you would have turned that $5,000, which was 4 figures, into 6 figures. That is $320,000. And guys, this is just passively we're talking about here, right? This is without you actually speaking to a single soul, without speaking to even one person. If all you wanted to do was just come into this ecosystem, put your money here, and go do something else, you can literally do that without any issue at all and still be making money, still be able to come into your wallet, into your Fintoch wallet every single day, and see your money just stacking up and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, right? If you think this is powerful, guys, drop some ones in the chat for me now, guys, because we are looking at one of the best passive systems in this space for 2023. Now, what if you were a baller, right? You want to come in heavy, right? You decide you want to come in at 50,000, for example. At the end of that year, you would be at 3.2 million. What if you went in with 100,000, right? At the end of that year, you would be at 6.4 million. Guys, this is crazy. And someone asked me yesterday, what is the biggest deposit you have ever seen in this business? So people are coming into this with $500,000, $1 million, 1.5, $2 million, right? The sky is the limit here, guys. The sky is the limit here, and this is literally passive income at your fingertips. So we all win in this amazing opportunity. But if you are also someone like me who will see such an opportunity and will, of course, share it with as many people as you know. If you're on this call and you are an entrepreneur, you are a boss, right? Drop boss in the chat from me now. Let's see how many bosses, how many boss kings and boss queens we have on this chat, in this Zoom, just representing for your community, representing for your people, representing for yourself, representing for the many people that you are going to touch with this opportunity, because this is how we do it. We cannot literally sit on something like this and let it pass by without telling a soul. We just cannot, because we love like that, right? And Fintoch said, hey, we're going on the NASDAQ in 2024, and we need to be at 1 billion wallets. Now, how do we achieve this? We achieve this by using entrepreneurs like yourself to get the word out to the world, worldwide. In Cash Rich Society, our community is literally the first team in the Western Hemisphere blowing up Fintoch all over the world. And we are just getting started. We have just literally scratched the surface. And so what did Fintoch say? Fintoch said, hey, if you bring in business into this place, if into this ecosystem, if you bring in business, what we are going to do is, first of all, on your level 1, which means that every single person who you directly invite, we are going to pay you 15% of their earnings every single day. Every single day, guys, every single day, not on their capital. Because if it was on their capital, then you rest assured this would be a Ponzi. But because this is not a Ponzi, right? Funds and commissions cannot be taken from something that does not exist, right? So we are getting 15% of their 1%, guys. 15% on your level 1. Now, if those people go out and they tell somebody else, right, that's your level 2, you're now earning 10% on your level 2. So, for example, like what we see on the screen right here, right, on your level 1, let's say, for example, you just had $10,000 on your level 1. Now, $10,000 times 1%, okay, that is $100 a day in earnings. Now, you're making 15% of their 1%. So 15% of that $100 would be $15 every single day that you are earning, right? On that level 1, right? Now on level 2, for example, if you had the same amount on level 2, you're now earning 10% on your level 2, 10% of that $100, that is $10. This is how it works. Now, this number can be larger, it could be smaller. It just depends on the volume that you have on those levels, right? But this is what it looks like. This is the first area that you can get paid on. Now, the second area, right, is called the team management incentive. And this is where it gets even juicier, okay? Now, what Fintoch said, hey, you just need a minimum of what? 5 direct referrals, just 5 direct referrals, right? For the first rank, and then a team investment of $50,000, right? Now, when you have that, you hit the first rank, which is called what? GM. Okay. Now, GM, you are now earning $100 per day. That is an extra $3,000 a month. What can an extra $3,000 per month do for you, right? What can an extra $3,000 a month do for you? I'm sure it can do a whole lot, right? But let's take it a little bit further than that. VP, which is the next rank up. Now you have 2 GMs from different lines and a team investment of $150,000, right? At VP, right, you are now earning 30% of your team volume minus the 2 GMs commissions, because you got those 2 people under you who hit GM, right? They're earning $100 a day. So that this is literally 1,500 times 30% minus 200. Now you're making $150 to $300 a day. This could literally go up to $500 a day, depending on what your volume and your team structure looks like. Okay, SVP. Now you have two VPs and a team investment of $500,000. Now you're making $600 to $1,500 a day, guys. This is super nice. Congratulations when you hit this rank, because you have now entered into the hall of the five-figure earners. You are now officially a five-figure earner, guys. This is absolutely amazing. But how about we push further? Because we are going all the way to the top. If you are on this call and you're going all the way to the top, drop all the way to the top in the chat for me right now, because we're moving all the way up, right? So ED, now you have two SVPs and a team investment of 2 million. You're now making $1,500 to $5,000 every single day. Guys, you have just stepped into the shoes of a six-figure earners. And guys, this money is so real. It is so real, right? Kojo and I was talking about it earlier, and we were just, having a conversation about how this thing is rolling. Like, this is so amazing. Literally, since we started this business, we cannot sleep. We have been on back-to-back Zooms. We have been on calls. We have been, talking to so many people about this, because we cannot keep quiet. This is just so amazing, because we are going all the way up to what? MD. Now you have two EDs and you have a team investment of 6 million. You are now making $13,000 to $30,000 every single day, guys. Every single day. We didn't say every week, we didn't say every month, we didn't say every year, we said every single day. Imagine you receiving a five-figure check every single day. And we have people in this opportunity who are earning what? 50,000 a day, 100,000 a day, 500,000 a day. Guys, this is just amazing. This is just mind boggling, right? Just mind boggling. You are now a millionaire officially here at MD. You are now a millionaire. But wait, is there more? Yes, there is more. Now, as an MD, if you literally pull your hand up and say, hey, you bring somebody up with you to MD in your line, guys, right? And you have another MD downline, guess what happens? You start earning a share in the company pool, 10% of company profit. The company literally sets aside 10% of their profit every single day and shares it between all MDs that has another MD downline. Guys, this is absolutely mind-boggling. But wait, let's just talk about a little footnote, because when you start in this business and you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to push this to the end of the earth. I'm going to go ham. When you start working, right, make sure you work all the way to the top, because guess what happens, right? Now, if your downline reaches the same level as you, instead of receiving your full daily incentive, now you're going to receive 20%. So for example, if you was GM, right, at GM you was earning $100 a day, okay? And then somebody else in your team, his GM as well, right? Now they're making the $100 a day and you're earning 20% of what they make, right? So instead of earning the 100, you're earning $20 a day instead. What do you have to do next? Man, you need to go to VP as soon as possible, right? In fact, you need to get to MD as soon as possible. And this opportunity, it's just so easy, really. Once you understand the system, it's really, really easy for you to get to these levels, guys, with the support of myself, with the support of Kojo, with the support of all the amazing leaders that we have in this community. Shanky, Sandra Davis, right? Blockchain Lifestyles, Clayton, Ken, Pastor Joe Wilson, right? All of the amazing, amazing, amazing leaders that we have in this space, that we have on this team to help you get to that pinnacle of success. Of course, just with a little bit of elbow grease, right? A little bit of self confidence and a dash of massive action, you can create massive success. And that is how the cookie crumbles, right? And so you asked me to show you the money, and I showed you the money. And if you see the money, drop I see the money in the chat. I want to see how many people on here see the money. They see exactly what we are talking about, right? And they are ready to roll and roll big in this opportunity, right? Of course, guys, my name is Sarah Julian, the sassy entrepreneur, coming to you from the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Jamaica, and we are doing it big. Whilst even Diana, Nina Hart, right? Blockchain Lifestyles, Louise, Sir Jared Kelly, Diaz, right? All these people here, David Rome, Tyree, Tina, seeing the money. We see the money. And at the end of the day, the reason why you are on this call is because you want to find out about something solid, something amazing, something sustainable that you can make money with in this year 2023 and change your financial situation. And Fintoch is it. Fintoch, Fintoch, Fintoch. Yes, 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 yes. Passing back to my co-host, Blockchain Kojo. Let's go ahead and take those Q and A's, right? Thank you guys so much. And get back with whomever invites you to this call and tell them, hey, I need your link ASAP because I want to make money ASAP, like right now. Let's do it. Kojo, take it away.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Sarah Julian, you did it like a boss. Salute to you. Right? All the way in Jamaica. I know you're swimming in wealth right now. I just want to applaud you. They say success cannot hide from those that actively pursue it, and you are always pursuing it. We see it every single day in your actions and your leadership. And not only you, just want to start off by saying thank you to all our amazing leaders, right? We have Coach Reg. He's moving, he's shaking, he's always putting in that elbow grease. Blockchain lifestyle. You started not too long ago, hit the ground running. We've done many Zooms. Amazing. Mr. Renford, you're a co host. As you can see, salutes to you, doing it big. You are also now VP soon, if not VP already. Want to congratulate you. You've been a quiet hero in the background. Sandra Davis, what can I say, Sandra? Right? You're selling homes and now you're empowering people to make tons of money on the blockchain. Who would have thought one of the top realtors that we knew would finally be one of the top earners in this crypto space, making thousands by the day? Pastor Shankai, come on, what can we say? An industry leader with a depth of knowledge, an industry leader with a wealth of experience, and you come in, you shake it up. You have done so much for your team, right? You currently have Supernode on his way to SVP soon. You have already created other SVPs in your organization already. This is very amazing. I also want to shout out to my big senior man all the way from Argentina, Mr. Diego. You saw this opportunity, you got to understand it. You said, you know what, you're gonna make it happen, and now we're gonna take over the Spanish market. Right, it's gonna happen. I see Arky in the back doing this thing, very professional, wealth of experience. I know you're hitting the ground running. So just want to say thank you to everyone. Sam, we can't forget you. Sam, you came in from day one. You had a ton of questions. But guess what? People that have questions are looking for an answer, and she found an answer. She's already hit the rank of GM on her way to VP, and that's what it did for her. Just want to shout her out as well. Lucy, right? I know you're Team Nina. You hit the ground running. Over 20 plus people on your first Zoom call. I don't even know what's going on right now. Might be at 100 already, but you hit the ground running. So many people that want to say we thank you and we appreciate, right? So many names. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording.